So you want to be a dog breeder. Have you considered how much it costs to enter into the game? Let's talk about it. Being a dog breeder, as many people think, is not something that's going to make you rich. Dog breeding will not make you rich. Let's start with that. It's the first point. Don't get into the dog breeding thinking you will get rich by selling 1, 2, 3 liters. No way. And breeding dog is not for the faint of heart. It's really difficult. It's difficult. You might see some breeders, YouTubers making it look easy. But that thing ain't easy at all. It's really not easy. First, you have your time that you invest, you have money, and don't even mention all the sacrifice you do when you have dogs. Even dog as a pet is already difficult because you cannot go in certain hotels with your dog. Now, when you talk about breeding, you see how it's changing a little bit. With one pet dog, it's already difficult to go on vacation where you have to rent hotels or motels or Airbnb. But now that you are breeding, you have multiple dogs, it's going to change the game completely. Okay, let's get into it right now. First thing, number uno, when you want to think about breeding, it's about your stock. The dogs you will choose, either a female or a male, and the breed type you want, because the breed doesn't have a single type. In the Rottweiler, for example, we have dogs with a dry head and we have dogs with a wet head. Let me explain. Dogs refer as dry heads are dogs with almost no wrinkles on the face or on the head, which is different from wet head dogs where you will see Rottweilers with a lot of wrinkles. If you like one and you don't like the other, make sure you know which breeder you are going to contact to get your stock, because you don't want to get a dog and thinking you will change stuff. And if you don't know how to do it as a beginner, it's going to be difficult for you to pair your breeding to obtain what you want, because breeding dog is not only about bringing two dogs together and selling it to people. Your dogs need to please you. You are your first customer. Before selling your dog to any other person, you need to love your dogs. You need to like what you have in front of you. Because if you don't like your dogs, don't think you're going to sell that dog to somebody who is going to like it more than you like your dog. No, your dog should be your pride. You should love your dog better than the person to whom you want to sell that dog or the puppy. So you have to start looking the type of dog you want, the type of Rottweiler you want. Either you want a working type or a show type. You want wet head or dry head. Those are things you need to consider. Now when it comes to money, yes, cha-ching, money, it's all about the dollars. Yeah, it's all about the dollar, and that thing, and those animals are not cheap. From a good breeder, you can have a Rottweiler for around 2,500 to 3,000. I don't know about other breeder, but it can go up depending on the breeder you choose. But most of breeders start from 25 to 3,000 from what I've seen. If you want to pay your dog abroad, don't forget you have shipping costs to include, and there's potential risk of scamming. So you need to make your homework. So when you start with that dog, let's say you spend $2,500 to buy your first dog. If you start with a female, let's go with the female first. You start with a female, that is $2,500 that you put it down for your female. You have to take that female to the vet. You need to buy food for the dog. You need to shelter the dog, because some places will ask you for a license. Or a license, especially if you're a breeder, you have to pay your license. Yep. And you need insurance. So you see the cost is increasing. You need to buy leash. You need to buy medicine. Yeah, because you, as a breeder, you need your own pharmacy, because it's not everything you will go to the vet. As a breeder, you need to know how to treat certain little stuff. So that is $2,500 plus the cost of miscellaneous, which is leash, toys, if you give toys to your dog. But me personally, I don't buy toys to my dogs anymore, because nothing will last. And they love playing with sticks, so I just give a stick to my dog, play with. I will give a piece of old cloth, play tug of war. It lasts long. Yeah, she love it. So you already spend $2,500 to buy your dog. You spend, let's say, $200 for the vet. You spend $60 for license, and let's say you spend maybe another $50 to $60 for miscellaneous, like leash, bags for the poop, when you take them for walks and everything. So the cost is increasing, and while the cost is increasing, that dog needs to eat. Depending on what you feed that dog, it's money. It costs you money. If you go with kibbles, you can have cheap bags of kibbles that cost what, $30 for a 16-pound bags. And if you want to go for a higher brand, it's going to cost you $60 up to $100, depending on the brand. So let's say we go with $30. The cheapest is $30. And if you have one dog, let's go with the easiest thing as a starter. Like we say, you start with a female, you have one dog, you go with the cheapest food, which is not always the best. So that bag of kibble of 16 pounds will last you 2 weeks, depending on how you want to feed your dog. And it will last you 2 weeks if you feed your dog once a day. So if you decide to feed your dog twice a day, it might last you a week. So let's say you feed your dog once a day. That is $60 every month, only on the kibble. But on the other side, you are sacrificing the well-being of your dog, because your dog is not getting all the nutrients it wants. So you want to upgrade to a higher grade of food, which is going to cost you a little bit more. So let's keep it simple. We go with the cheapest bag of kibbles. $60 a month. You need to supplement that animal. Joint support, vitamins and everything. Which can be, there are some brands that will cost you at least $50. We have a 3-month supply, $50. But sometimes it goes in combination. Let's add another $160. But that will last you 3 months. That is only one dog. You add another dog, you just multiply it by 2. And you need to register that dog. I've forgotten to mention registration, which is going to cost you money too. So you see, you are not making money off that dog. For 2 years, you won't be making any kind of money from that dog. That dog is only going to consume money. A lot of money. And when you decide to start breeding that dog, you need to buy a lot of stuff too. The whelping box, either you want to buy a professional whelping box or you want to make it yourself, depending on you, it's still going to cost you money, because either you buy a professional whelping box, which will cost you in between $300 plus only for the whelping box, and you also have to buy the miscellaneous like gloves, thermometer for the temperature of the puppy, and for the mom you have to buy a scale to measure the weight of the puppies. You have to buy many other things. You have to buy books to note down, book and pens to note down the weight of the pups. You need to buy colors for the pups just to differentiate them. It's still going to cost you money. Only if you have puppies. Only if you have puppies on your first breeding after 2 years, because things can go south too. It can still go south that your puppy don't make it. And before even getting the puppies, you need to pay the stud fees. And stud fee for a good male vary from breeder to breeder. Some breeder will charge you as low as $1,000 if you are lucky to find a breeder with a good male to give you his male for $1,000. And some breeder will go up to $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 depending on the breeder you pick. So you add another $1,000. Let's go cheap. You add another $1,000 from the money you don't have, and from what you already spent on that dog alone. For 2 long years, you have made no money from that dog. And people will think, oh, he's a breeder, so he make money. Or you who just bought a dog, let's say for $2,500, like I mentioned earlier, say, okay, I will buy this guy, he sold me this dog for $2,500. Yes. If I have 6 puppies, I just multiply 2,500 times 6. It's going to give me this amount. You already start counting the money, but you don't know what's going on. That food is expensive. The vet fee is expensive. The stud fee is expensive. And for 2 years, you are making no money. You spend a lot of money. Let's take it, 36, $60 times 12. That's how it's going to give you per year. For 2 years that you're not making money. You spend on dog. your time, the time you spend on that dog, you take it away from your family. That's a lot to consider. And now you manage to pay the start fee for your female. You think, okay, you start rubbing your hands. You say, money is coming in 2 months. In 2 months, I'm having puppies. I'm having puppies in 2 months. No, man, it does not always work like that. It doesn't always work like that. Let's say in 2 months, you have puppies. You don't know what to do. And your young female don't know what to do. She eats the puppy. What will you do? Your female just ate your puppies because it happened. When she noticed those puppies are not viable, she will do what nature is teaching her. Survival of the fittest. She will just eat them. Sometimes bad moms do eat their puppies. That is one scenario. Another one, you breed and it doesn't take. You just spend 2 years. You spend 2 years raising this dog, paying for the start fee and everything, and your breed doesn't take. Another case, she managed to give birth and all of them passed away because it happened. You lost the puppies and you lost the mom. That's all your investment gone. All. Those are some realities from breeders. Breeders do lost a lot of money. Breeders don't always make money. Even when they manage to sell puppies, they don't make money. They are just recovering what they spend on that dog. The minimum gain that a breeder can have from one dog is maybe $500. Yeah, $500 after 2 years is significant. So you see, when you go get a dog from a breeder, don't just assume because that breeder sold you that dog at that price, that means you will buy the dog and do the same thing and just follow what he's doing. That breeder is going through a lot just to maintain his program, because not everything is pink in the breeder's world. None. It's difficult and breeders are not rich, because that's the conception people have, that oh no, he's having dogs, so he's rich because he's selling a dog for $2,500 and he just sold 10 puppies. Now it doesn't work like that. Now let's go with a male. Yeah, the male. This person will say, oh no, he has males, his third face at 10,000. Let's take it easy. His third face is 1,000. His third fee is 1,000. In your head, you start thinking, oh, per month, I'm just going to do 5 breeding a month, and this dog is going to bring me 5,000 per month. So in your head, it's like, yeah, 5,000 a month. Oh yes. Oh yes, it's 5,000 a month. Man, it's not easy. There are 1,000 males out there who are better than your male. Why will people choose your male instead of the male of B? You decided to feed your male with the cheapest bag of kibble, cheapest brand, and Mr. B is feeding his dog quality brand. Personally, I feed raw. I don't use kibbles. But I'm going with kibble because that's what the majority use. So, Mr. B, who fed his dog with the best kibble on the market, do you think your dog is going to compete with that dog? If that dog respects the standard, he has a good physique. Top line is perfect. Straight fit. Good head. Nice breed type. Beautiful dog. In shape. Muscular. Because this guy has been feeding the proper kibble to his dog, or let's say the proper nutrition, gave the proper vitamins, and you just decided to go the cheap way. Your dog and the dog of Mr. B is not going to have the same value on the market. And even though you're going to feed this male for at least 14 months, that dog will bring you no money. None, zero, zilch. You'll be broken. And the most important thing in this dog breeding thing is love. It's love, man. Love. If you don't love your dog, you will take it to the pound. Because in your head, I bought this dog just to make money. It was all about the money. And now that this dog is not bringing you money, he has no purpose for you. No purpose. What's the next step is to take that dog to the shelter, because this dog is just a money pit for you. You thought he will bring you money, but he's not. He's just taking money away from you. And let's go back to your female. Even if you manage to have puppies, how long will it take you to feed all those puppies? I mean, how long will it take you to sell all those puppies? Are you going to sell those puppies at a week old? No. 2 weeks, a month old? No. Those puppies need to go through some stages with your mothers and the little mates, like the biting inhibition. They have to go through that with your little mates and the mom. The mom needs to give proper education to the puppy. You, the breeder, need to prepare those puppies to go to your forever home. And let me tell you, by the time those puppies turn 1 month old, those puppies start eating solid food. They are not necessarily your mother's milk. No, man, you will have to feed those puppies. Yeah, and it's not cheap. All about the money, man. The money keep going out. It keep going out. Nothing is coming back in. Breeders don't make money. Breeders don't make money. When you see a breeder in the game, just know he's doing it for a future profit. Because getting into the dog business or the breeding industry is not going to make you instantly rich. Take it out of your head. For you to really start making money in the dog industry,